Hello students. So in the last class we have discussed about introduction to Smith chart and construction of Smith chart. What exactly the different aspects with respect to Smith chart we have discussed with the applications of Smith chart as well, right? So today in this class we are going to start with solving the numericals. Before going to solve the numericals, just I will give the how exactly it looks the Smith chart. See here, this is actually the Smith chart graph. So in the exam, if they ask the numerical on this, so numerical has to be solved in this graph, right? So in the yesterday's discussion, the last class discussion, I have discussed Smith chart consists of constant resistance circles as well as constant reactance circles. See in the horizontal axis, you can observe here the values. See, start from 0 here, 0 0.1, 0 0.2, 0 0.3, 0 0.4, 0 0.5, 0 0.6, like up to 1 here, then 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 2, 5, 10, 20, 50, like this value go on increasing towards right hand side. So at this point that resistance value will be what? Infinite. Starting from here, left point 0, then at right point, so it will be what? Infinite. Okay, so this is about the constant resistance circles. What we are observing here, this kind of constant resistance circles, the value here, assume that here it is 1.2, it has written, means that's corresponding constant resistance circle is below that what we are observing here. This is what? 1.2 constant resistance circles. So you can observe here the value is written is what? 2.0, it is a 2. Its resistance circle will be what? This one, constant resistance circle. What you are observing here is what? This one, right? So in between 2 and 1.8, here we have one more line, that is a what? 1.9. Similarly here in between 2 and 3, here we have got 1, 2, 3, 4 values, right? It's a 2.2, 2.4, 2.6 and 2.8, it's a 3. So in such a way that, so it will continue with respect to what? Constant resistance circle, right? So if you want to see the constant reactance circles, you can see here the values. Here it is a 0.1, then 0.2. Can you observe that, right? See here 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1, 1.2, 1.4, 1.6, 2, 3, 4, 5, such as that. So these arcs are constant reactance circles or constant reactance arcs, those are called as. See here, these values are positive. So you should take it as what? Positive. Why? Because it is upper part of the Smith chart, right? So meanwhile, so again we have the arc values here. You can observe here 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5 in the lower half of the Smith chart as well. So those should be taken as what? Negative. So and then this end is what? Open circuit end. Then this end is what? Short circuit end, right? So one more aspect here, you can see here it is starting from 0. It's written is what? Wavelength towards generator. You can observe the values there, starting from 0, say 0.004, 0.005, 0.07, like 0.14. If I traverse a half circle, so that results in what? 0.25, means lambda by 4. So if I take continuous one revolution of this one, so it will reach say 0.49 and 0.5. Similarly from this point again, if you move anti-clockwise, it is wavelength towards load. Again it will start from 0, so 0.04 will continue and then it will reach here 0.25. So second outermost circle. If you traverse one complete circle, again it will become here 0.49, again 0. Means outermost circle will be wavelength towards generator clockwise direction. So next outermost circle values are wavelength towards load, right? These are the basic aspects. See, remember the outermost circle will be what? Wavelength towards generator, means source. Next outermost will be what? Wavelength towards load. Those are the values, right? So one more, periphery, along the periphery of Smith chart, here we are having some angles here, 160, 150, right, 130, 120, right, 60 degree, 10 degree. You can observe here the below part also we are having minus 10, minus 20, minus 30, minus 40, minus 50, minus 60, like this we are having the angles. So these are angles for reflection coefficients. To find the angle of reflection coefficient, that is tau or gamma, right? So with this introduction, we'll solve one numerical today using Smith chart as well as problem statement. What is the step-by-step procedure to solve the numericals on the Smith chart, which are very difficult to find analytically. So you can easily find in the Smith chart method, that is a graphical method, right? So we'll move on to the problem statement now, right? Okay, we'll read the problem statement. Example 1.21. A problem statement goes in this way: a transmission line with a characteristic impedance 50 plus J0 ohm is terminated in an impedance 25 minus J100 ohm. Determine the voltage reflection coefficient at the terminal load end and using the Smith chart, right? So this is the problem statement. See, the characteristic impedance is 50 plus J0 ohm. So what do you mean by this one? So this is Z0, right? So Z0 value is how much? 50 plus J0, means here reactance part is 0. So you can take Z0 as 50 ohm, right? What is this terminated in an impedance? 25 minus J100 ohm. Terminated means it is a load impedance, that is ZL. ZL will be 25 minus J100 ohm. What they have asked? To determine the voltage reflection coefficient, that is gamma. Reflection coefficient means with a magnitude as well as angle you need to find, right? In the same numerical they may ask like a standing wave ratio also, that is VSWR, right? So in this numerical they have asked only reflection coefficient, right? So we'll see how exactly the solution for the this particular ZL and Z0 is given. So need to find the reflection coefficient, voltage reflection coefficient. So in all the numericals, the first and foremost step is what? Given load impedance has to be normalized, right? What is the procedure for normalization? So in the last class we discussed. So normalized impedance is what? Small ZL, which is given as capital ZL by capital Z0, where capital ZL is what? Load impedance. Load impedance is given 25 minus J100. Z0, it is a characteristic impedance, it is a 50, right? So if I take this one 25 minus J100 by 50, so this results in what? 25 by 50.5 minus 100 by 50, it is a 2. It is of R plus Jx. Here R is what? Pure resistance part, it is a constant resistance circle related. Then it is a minus J2 is what? Reactance circle related. So you can directly say here this is a resistance part, constant resistance circle. Since we are having here minus sign, so obviously reactance circle will appear lower half of the Smith chart, that is below, right? I'll show that how exactly it looks. See, the point A on the Smith chart is located at the intersection of resistance circle 0.5 as well as reactance circle minus 2 arc. I'll show you how exactly they will meet. See, we need to observe here the resistance circle where exactly the value is what? 0.5. Taking a point 0.5 as well as arc 2. See, minus 2, so that will appear here minus 2. I'll show in this Smith chart, actually it is very clear. See here, we need to search resistance value 0.5. This is 0.5, right? Similarly, we need to check arc value, where exactly we are getting arc value as -2. Here it is a 3, here it is 2. Since it is lower part of the Smith chart, it is a -2. Now our task is to find where exactly this 0.5 resistance circle and then this -2, where exactly they will intersect. So this is, I'll show in detail, just to go through that. See here, so it is a 0.5, this is the constant resistance circle, it is going in this way, right? But 2 is at this point. See, this is the point where constant resistance circle as well as constant reactance circle meet. So you make this point as, say, A, right? So now we'll see here. See, this is the point at the intersection, -2 as well as, see here, this line will goes to what, say 0.5 here, right? So make this point A. Now we'll come to the solution. Now we got the intersection of 0.5 as well as -2 arcs, right? So locate that point as A. So OA as a radius, draw a constant row circle, right? So with OA as a radius, you draw a complete circle which crosses along the point A. Then you extend this OA line up to what? To cut the complete Smith chart, outermost periphery, right? So there we will get some angle that will be useful to find the reflection coefficient angle, right? So now once this circle is drawn, the OA as a center, right hand side you will get the Vmax value, left hand side you will get the V minimum value. This circle is called as constant row circle. This circle is called as constant row circle, that is VSWR circle, right? Now see here, the point constant row circle cuts the central horizontal axis at point B, right hand side. So as well as, see here, this constant row circle cuts the horizontal axis at point B. So at point B, so its a value is what? 10. See here it is 4, 5, it's a 10 and 20. So it's almost cuts at 10. So therefore rho VSWR value is what? 10. That is voltage standing wave ratio will be what? 10. Now our task is to find what they have asked in the numerical. So need to find voltage reflection coefficient. So now just we found out the standing wave ratio, right? How to find the reflection coefficient? For that, so you need to extend this OA line up to what? C, right? So with OA as radius, so below the Smith chart we have one scale with a center. So there they have written voltage reflection. So with the OA as radius, you just cut that axis. What exactly the magnitude you are getting? So that we need to write there. See, somewhere it is 0.82, right? It's a 0.8 here, 0.9. So in between one point is covered, right? It's a 0.82. See, the same thing they have written here. So magnitude of that reflection coefficient is what? 0.82. So how to get this angle? So just see here. So if I extend this OA line to cut the outermost circle, here we will have the angles. See here, it is starting from -10, -20, -30, -40, -50, -60. Somewhere around it is -50 and -60. Between those values it is lying, right? That is the point C. So you can observe more clearly here. So here it is -40, -50, somewhere. So it is cutting here, right? So it is somewhere around -52, right? Same thing they have written here. It is -51, right? So angle, to find the angle, just extend that OA line to cuts the periphery of the Smith chart, right? So if you extend that line, so you can observe the angles. Sometimes your load point may appear at this point also, so in that case you should extend this line to cut the outermost circle. There you will get some angles. So usually, so upper part of the Smith chart consists of what? Positive angles, right? Even you can see here, they have mentioned here wavelength towards generator, which starts from 0 here, then ends here half circle 0.25. So if it travels another half, so it will be what? Again 0.5. So this is true for both case, either clockwise as well as anti-clockwise, right? So this is how we need to solve the numericals with respect to Smith chart. So this is very important. Scaling, like to get the magnitude of reflection coefficient, should cut the lower scale with an OA radius. Whatever the intersection point is there, that much of distance we should take and cuts that axis to get the magnitude of reflection coefficient. So you can see here in this Smith chart. So below the Smith chart we have the radially scaled parameters, right? So here they have mentioned here attenuation as well as reflection loss in terms of dB, standing wave peak, that is constant rho, transmission coefficient E or E. This side you can have here standing wave ratio, return loss, reflection coefficient E or I. See, these parameters can be obtained with that center point as well as load point, that is A point, with an radius. You keep here that an arc, you cut whichever the parameter you want, just you cut those axes to get the what values which are related to that particular parameter, right? So this is all about basic introduction with one numerical solved in a Smith chart. You can take a printout of this one and practice at home. So by seeing the problem statement what I will solve in the class, right? So these are very important. This is a first basic numerical, right? So now onwards that complexity will what begins. So we'll discuss all those details in the next class. Thank you.